listening to the Fours Up Podcast with your host, Marsh.
What up? What up? It is the Fours Up Podcast. It is Marsh. I don't know what has gotten into me, guys, but I am excited. I'm excited to be here. I don't know I don't know what happened because sports has been gone for 2 weeks. I should be miserable. I just drove 15 hours yesterday to California and back. I should be in hell, but I am so happy to be here right now. And as always, I am joined by my wonderful producer and wonderful co-host. He's very good looking. He's a great man, Jordan Nelson. Jordan, talk to me, baby.
I'm doing good, man. Better with your flattery. You know, that boosted my day a little bit. But dude, things are good here. Just busy. You know.
Absolutely.
Glad you're feeling good. You know, we got like a week and a half of depressed Marsh pictures all over the timeline, and I'm glad that exuberant Marsh is making a comeback.
Can I say something about depressed Marsh real quick?
Yes.
Depressed Marsh will become like a national phenomenon. Like it will be like people around the country will know that picture. That picture is so classic. But honestly, over the past week and a half, I'm not really so much depressed Marsh. I'm fat Marsh. Like the gyms are closed.
Yep. I
have just been eating and eating and eating, and I don't know if I need to start taking Adderall so I can lose weight, but like I got to do something, Jordan.
That's the healthiest way to lose the weight, but you know, you got to do what works, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's no glory without sacrifice. I'm not gonna run. I'm not gonna start running or work. I'm not gonna like start doing sprints.
Yeah, my diet was going pretty well for a minute, and then man, the last 4 days have been rough. So
yeah.
You know, I'm retaining some water weight right now, I should say. But
I know we have some guests to get to. We have an incredible show and an incredible week. I'm gonna get to that in a sec. But have you ever been to like Raising Cane's Chicken? There's a few in Vegas.
Yes, I actually went to one in Reno. But yeah, that's good stuff, man.
So we picked up my brother last night, my missionary brother. I'm so happy to have him back. I love the kid. You guys have all seen how excited I am. Maybe he'll come on the podcast. Maybe he won't because he's just so much better looking than me. He's taller than me. I saw him last night and I'm like, I have a gap tooth and like I'm chubbier. That's why I had to wear my gold watch and my suede shoes. So at least I look kind of good, but he's like 6'6". I'm like 6 foot 5'11". I have a widow's peak. He looks like a stallion. Anywho.
Hey, also have a very successful Miami Hurricanes podcast.
And he does not, so suck it. But he wanted to stop off at Raising Cane's last night, and it is heavy. That is heavy food, and I ate it, and I remember sticking my head out the window because I thought I was gonna puke, and looking at the strip, and I'm thinking, I'm gonna die right here.
This is rock bottom.
Exactly. In an evacuated Las Vegas, I'm going to die. But anywho, I could talk about how miserable and pathetic I am. I am the happiest damn person on the planet right now. This is going to be the first of 3 shows this week. Jordan and I had a really very productive text messaging conversation at 3:30 in the morning last night. Yep. We're always awake at the weirdest hours.
I know, it's true. I think most of the you know the business building that we've done has been 3:30 a.m. or later.
Yeah, I don't like. I'm sure people. I mean, people on Twitter know that I don't sleep in general, and now they're like starting to catch on to you, and like, but it's like screw it, like we're kicking ass.
No,
but yeah,
that was remember the text message conversation that actually like made the Fours Up podcast an actual thing. It was like 3 days before we recorded our first episode. Remember that? That was at 5 a.m, and neither of us had slept. Yeah.
Well, I'll be darned.
Yeah, it was. We planned it out. Came over to your place and we pumped out episode 1. It was good stuff.
Yeah, and now look at us. We're at episode 17. We're going like I don't want to sound I don't
Who'd
know if
have thought,
cocky.
Mark? Look at
Does
us.
cocky come out right now?
I don't know, dude. That's good, right? Confidence kills.
Yeah. And yeah, we have so many good things lined up for you guys this week. I mean, lined up for us. I mean, if you listen, we don't care. We get to talk to freaking Canes fans and Canes players. So, we love you. Okay, we got 3 guests tonight. Let's get to the first one. We got, what the hell's his name?
Xavier.
Xavier, yeah. I always just think of his Twitter name.
Monster
Let's get him
X.
on. Let's just get the bastard on.
Okay, I'm dialing him up now. Hey, what's up, brother? You're on Fours Up.
Hey, what's going on?
Xavier, it's Marsh. Thanks for coming on, bro.
What's going on, Marsh? How you doing?
Pretty good, brother. Pretty good. So we got Xavier. Most people know him from his Twitter handle @MonsterX. He's with Caneville. Do you run that account, by the way, Caneville?
Yeah, me and the other guy, Streeter, who runs Footballville, we run both of the accounts together.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal. I mean, I've seen you at Canes practices when we were both covering, and we never met, but we've interacted many times on Twitter, whether it was about Tootsies or the Canes. But can let me start off, because you're a Cowboys fan too, right?
Yeah, I'm a Cowboy fan. We just got some bad news too, man.
I was just about to ask you about that. Travis Frederick, our starting center, he just retired. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I'm upset. But I understand him. You know, he did his due diligence, so his body probably tired. But we need to fix that ASAP, because without him, our offensive line ain't no good.
Yeah. I know. I know spring, you were at the first week of spring camp, and that was 2-3 weeks ago, and obviously we don't have football right now. Just quickly, what were your quick thoughts from spring camp at Green Tree?
Like I tell everybody, I say you can't really get a full assessment about the first week of spring. It was only 1 week, and then they got into the final day, which was on Friday. So you really can't get a full assessment of what went on. But I will say, normally the defense is a lot faster than the offense. But this year, the offense was a lot faster, faster than the defense. And it was like they looking like they ready to do something.
That's good to hear. I mean, that's what we've been begging for a while.
It's about time they use the speed we have.
Yeah. I mean, what were your thoughts about Derek King in particular?
Believe it or not, my first thought was, when I seen him, I was like, oh my gosh, he's short. So short.
I knew that was coming.
And he was standing next to Tate, and I'm like, okay, Tate is short. I'm like, oh, we can't go through this again. We have another short quarterback. All right, let's see where this goes. And then, as I'm watching them do the drills, the quarterback drills, he just looks like he's ready to take command. Like he looked like a quarterback. You know, between our last couple of years, we haven't had a quarterback that just demands the command that a quarterback's supposed to have. And he stepped in right away, and it looks like he demanded it. So he's demanding the receivers play a lot better, which the first week, I mean, it was amazing. I didn't think, I'm like, oh, who these receivers are, because they wasn't like that last year or the year before. So, but this year, for that first week, they was looking like, oh, okay, we got this.
All right, sorry about that. I had some technical difficulties, so the recording cut out while Xavier was answering the question. But we're gonna pick back up with what Marsh just asked him.
Okay, so yeah, as I was asking Xavier, what is the biggest difference between Jaron Williams on the practice field and Derek King on the practice field, and then also the biggest difference between Dan Enos and Rhett Lashley?
I'm gonna start with the Jaron Williams and Derek King. The difference between the both. obviously his experience. King has the experience. He's been playing a lot longer in the collegiate level. And as I stated earlier, it looked like he's demanding the receivers to do certain things rather than last year. You see, Jaron goes out there and he's just going with the flow. And I think a lot has to do with the second part of the question is with Lashley is he's more persistent with the whole entire offense instead of it just being about the quarterback. Last year, Enos, he was quarterback. He'll yell and fuss at the other positions and stuff, but it was quarterback. And he was so about their footwork, and their footwork wasn't bad. It was just, why are they doing so many footwork drills when the O-line isn't that good? So you see the difference between the offensive coordinators. One, he's the entire offense. Let's get the entire offense going. Then last year, I'm gonna worry about my quarterbacks and everybody else coach their position. So
absolutely.
Football don't work like that. If you call it a play, if you're the offensive coordinator, you got to worry about the whole entire offense.
Okay, and so let's move to defense. And you and I have talked a lot on Twitter about the linebacker situation. We obviously have Zach McLeod, and then we got these two young pups. We got Avery Huff and Sam Brooks. Sam Brooks is injured at the moment. Tell us what you like about these two guys, because I'm really big on them, especially Avery Huff. And I know you're a big Brooks guy, if I'm not mistaken. So what do you like about these two guys moving forward at Miami?
Sam Brooks and Avery Huff are fast. They could run. And we lack that for years. We lack running with the linebacker position, which is why we created that striker position. Because we don't have that third linebacker that could run with the running back out the backfield or tight end. So with Avery Huff and Sam Brooks, they're both athletic enough to run. Now, Sam Brooks, the only issue I have right now with him is he needs a full year of rehabilitation. His knee is not where it should be. He should have redshirted last year, in my opinion. But he was thin. They had to plug him in. So hopefully they don't rush him back right away. Being that we have this time off, all of the linebackers, even the incoming freshmen who came in, all of them could rehab and be ready for the upcoming season. But if Sam Brooks and Avery Huff is on the field, we're pretty much good because both are aggressive and they both can run. Avery Huff is pretty much a safety playing linebacker. So,
wow. Yeah, that's good. I mean, as long as he, is hitting like a linebacker and has the size, I mean, that's a great thing to hear.
Yeah, he can hit. The only thing I would say we haven't seen much with is them getting off blocks.
Okay.
With Shaq and Pickney, they was good at that. Not saying great at it, but they were good at it to dictate where the block was going and where they could get through the holes. So that's the only thing they gotta learn. And they got to learn fast, obviously.
So I mean, hopefully that doesn't reflect in our run defense. I mean, that was, that's over the last 2 years, that's been one of our strengths, was that we could, really clamp down on the run sometimes when we had to. So I mean, hopefully we lose that with Shaq and Mike.
Well, we hoping it's gonna be good because our D line is expected to be pretty good this year. So as of now, I don't think any team going to be able to block any one of our defensive linemen one-on-one.
Yeah.
So you're just saying if it's 5 offensive linemen without 4, somebody has to double team either Greg Russo or Quincy. And then even if you take him out, you got Phillips. Phillips is like he done gained about another 20 pounds. He look like he at about like 260 now. And so with our run defense, it all comes down to who's going to anchor the middle. Is it going to be Nesta or Ford or